What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another video. As most of you guys who followed the Asia and Pacific tournament would know, I actually qualified for the GeoGuessr World Cup in 2024. This is obviously a huge deal for me. Now, I would have loved to have won the tournament, but qualifying was of course the major goal, and I've achieved that, so I've got 2 more months to grind before I head over to the World Cup and give it my absolute all. And the reason this video is coming so late is because I just got back to Australia. I was over in Canada holidaying with my grandpa, but now I'm back and getting straight back into the content as well. I have a Canada vlog coming on this channel tomorrow, stay tuned for that. And then over on my second channel, I'm going to be reacting to all the games I played and running through my thought process and all that kind of stuff, highlighting the important rounds and some interesting moments. But I'm just going to give a really quick overview here so that you guys can kind of get an idea of what happened. So of course, I was in Group B. Well, first off, Group A was really interesting. We had Angelo dominating Group A, only dropping 1 map as far as I remember. Spaghetti surprisingly coming over Sheena. That was the big story. Mate Potato not able to win any games. Definitely played pretty well in my opinion, but not able to win any games. So it was Spaghetti and Angelo Auto going through after day 1. Then of course coming over to day 2, you can see I was second in the group. We started off with Karania beating Lero 2-1. Then I actually beat Eamon 2-0, which was huge for me. There's a really interesting round where I almost didn't guess, and it could have changed the entire trajectory of my tournament. I really only got my market down with 1 second, and I didn't realize that Eamon had guessed. So very serendipitous there that I was able to win that one. But yeah, it was a nice 2-0, especially happy to have won moving. And then no moving, got a bit more lucky, or I was fortunate how the multis worked out, but definitely played nicely there as well. Then Karani beat Eamon. Then I beat Lero 2-1. This was an incredibly close series. So Lero had destroyed me on no moving, but on moving and NMPZ it came down to round 10, and both of them were round 10 Russia, which was just, on the one hand, so unlucky for him in the first game, and on the other hand, so unlucky for me in the last game. But I managed to clinch the victory there, and then it was all down to, and then surprisingly, Eamon beat Lero. This was a real surprise to me. I'm proud of Eamon, but I really thought that was going to go to Lero that series. And then it was 2-1 for Karania against me, which meant I played Angelo on the final day. And if you guys didn't watch this series, don't. It's not that I played so badly. I think that Angelo played out of his mind for first thing. Like Angelo had a great series. And then on top of that, I don't think it was a particularly favorable seed. Like a lot of the seeds I got on the first day, which is when I needed them, to be fair. I needed to qualify first. But a lot of the seeds I got there were really like favorable for me. I felt like against Angelo, I just wasn't really getting countries that I have an edge on. We also got some Mexicon high multis, and then he also got a repeat round in the 3rd game, which was incredibly, I mean, it was already not going my way anyway, that game, so it was okay, but it was really not ideal. And then I managed to beat Spaghetti in the bronze game, so I earned some extra money off of that, and obviously earned 3rd place on the podium. Not too bad. Definitely happy with how it panned out. I definitely think, you know, against Lero and against Eamon, a lot went right. So I wasn't so sad that a lot went wrong against Angelo, because ultimately I needed to qualify for the World Cup. So yeah, I think like kind of the conclusion from this tournament is that I need to be doing a lot of work on no moving. Actually happened to be my weakest mode, I think, because a lot of other people are just better than me at that. I think NMPZ I can put on the back burner. As much as I love that way, it is easily my favorite way to play GeoGuessr, but it's not super essential. I will still be practicing, but it's not super essential to be grinding that, in my opinion. And then moving, obviously, still needs a lot of work. You know, when we compare like the Asia group to the people who were inside, you know, APAC, inside Americas, better moving players in these tournaments. So I'm just going to have to level up moving as well. But I think NM's going to be my biggest focus, because I just think that's actually the one where you just need to be good. You need to be winning games on it. So then, I would tell you, go and subscribe to the second channel to see the detailed breakdowns, which I'm going to do of these games. I think it's going to be, there's some really interesting rounds, which I want to show you guys. Also on GeoGuessr Explained will be the road to #1, and I'm also planning to do a bunch of 25k speedrun attempts. So that might interest you if you want to see more of that. do go ahead and head on over to the second channel. Also on the third channel, I'll be doing daily vlogs with my kind of progression. They'll start up in a few days, and I'll have them pretty much daily all the way through until the World Cup. So if you want to follow my whole journey at Zigzag Clips, is where I post the vlogs. So they'll both be in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Yeah, let's see how this World Cup campaign goes. I'm very keen to do my very best. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Don't forget to check out the vlog tomorrow, and goodbye.